Hello, the internet. It is Saturday, the 13th of April, 2024, and welcome back to the channel. I can't see, can't hear. Need headphones, need glasses. Am I going to do that gag every time? Probably not. Maybe I will. Who knows? It's not a very good gag, but hey, a couple of weeks ago, I stumbled upon a IRL streamer. We looked at a bit of their content. We talked a little about, and I was marveling because it looks like this is the only other streamer I've seen to live stream from a moving vehicle, IRL style. By the way, I can't hear my Kansas. What's going on? Hold on a second. Let me just put me some more cans action. I need to hear myself a bit better. I think that's better. Yeah, that's better for me. Yeah, so we studied this channel, and I'm going to say SoWeQ. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'll show you the channel, and then we're going to have a chat to the guy. This is the channel right here. This is the YouTube channel, mind you. He does have a Twitch presence, which I'll also show you. And yeah, I thought this was interesting. We're live right now because he's in Bulgaria at the moment. And time zones, the matching of the time zones, the way we decided to do it was so that it will benefit both of us. It's 7 p.m. here on a Saturday night for me, but I believe it is about 9 a.m., 10 a.m. I can't remember, but the timing works well for him, works well for me. Yeah, he's live right now. If we refresh the YouTube channel, we can catch a bit of his stream. I think... So he's watching it, yeah. So I just had a quick chat to him before, and I said just pull over or be careful while you're driving. By the way, when I was doing some research on this gentleman, I found his documentary. It's called Once Upon a Time on Twitch. You might want to go and check this out once we've finished here. I'll put this in the chat. This is the IMDb page. By the way, g'day Shyla and g'day Rob Mack in the chat. Hello. That's in the chat there for everybody to check out. But I watched this doco the other night, and it was intriguing because from what I could tell, all of it was made from his Twitch stream. So all the content was taken from previous streams, stitched together to tell a story. And I think the story is loosely based upon breaking up with a girlfriend and deciding to go live streaming instead of regular job and regular life. I'm going to pack up my apartment and I'm going to go and travel and live stream. So I think that's the great conversation to have. And then, of course, selfishly from me and for you guys on my channel, that conversation will obviously also jump into tech, how he makes this work, what's his setup, what does he do for this? What does he do for that? I'm intrigued by all that. As you guys know, I'm setting up my new streaming van. I'm busy working on it. I was working on it today, actually. Busy getting things together, and I want to make sure I do the best I can. And the more people we find who are doing this kind of thing, the more advice we can get. So I'll also show you the Twitch channel. That's what I was going to show you. So if we go to Twitch... I don't really use Twitch, even though I'm live right now. I don't use it so much, but I think Twitch is his chosen platform. So don't want to get a double audio there, but I'll give you that link too if you want to go and check out his Twitch channel. Hey, Dugsky, how you doing, man? In the chat, Dugsky. So that's the Twitch channel. But I guess what we should do now, without faffing around too long, because I don't want to take up too much of this gentleman's time, I'm going to bring him in for a chat. And hopefully, this is the first time I've done a chat here on YouTube for a while. SoWeQ, how you doing, man?
I'm doing absolutely amazing.
We do have a double audio there.
Myself as well.
Okay, there's a doubling of the audio. Why would that be? I'm not too sure why that would double up. Let me just check something. I'll just try muting it in my OBS here.
Good idea.
Monitor off. Just give me some audio now.
Hello.
That's better for me. Is that, yeah? Cool. Yeah. All right, man. Hey, first things, thank you for jumping on. Thanks for doing this. Really appreciate it.
Of course.
How do we say your name? Is it SoWeQ?
I mean, you can call me whatever you want. I say SoWeQ myself. Some people say SoWeQ. Someone say SoWeQD, and there's SoWeQ. There's a lot of ways people like to say it, but I'm only for whatever you feel is comfortable for you.
Okay, I'll go with SoWeQ. SoWeQ. That's how you said it, right?
Good choice.
Yeah. Where is that from, by the way?
I don't know if you know the network called Cartoon Network, which was it was a big thing when I was a kid. It was like a lot of cartoons and like Ed, Edd and Eddy, Scooby Doo, and other things were playing there.
Okay.
But there used to be a series called Cow and Chicken, which was a cartoon about a cow and a chicken that was brother and sister. And I was watching this while I was 11 years old, and one day Cow has her cousin over, which is like a sow, a female pig, and she has an ass tattoo with a heart where it says SOW inside, so sow. And I was like, I can make this into a gamer tag, because back then everybody was trying to find their niche and their tag, right?
Okay.
So it became SoWeQ back, and then ended up being SoWeQ when I was 13 years old.
And so you use that as your gamer tag on Twitch, I'm assuming? I see it
everywhere.
There. Yeah. Everywhere. Would you say Twitch is your platform of choice? I mean, I know you're on YouTube as well, but it seems like you've got a bigger following on Twitch, right?
I bleed purple. I mean, that's where I started my streaming career. That's where everything came from. The only reason why I'm multicasting, I feel like, is because it became a thing we could do on Twitch after some time.
Yeah.
And I think it's nice to be able to do so. But I would say I would like to push on more platforms, but I feel like it's hard. Like I work 10 to 12 hours a day, and then I do blocks and other stuff in the back. It's like, I don't really have time to sit and edit and anything. So it just became Twitch, and that's my thing, I guess.
So when you say you work 10 to 12 hours a day, are you including the live streaming, or are you still doing the bricklaying?
I'm only doing live streaming. You saw the documentary, and I decided when me and my ex broke up at that time, and I sold my apartment and everything I had to start following the stream of traveling full time and streaming full time. I've already been streaming for 7 years, right?
Right.
While I was doing brickwork and other stuff at the same time, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be like either it goes or it doesn't. So I just wanted to do everything I can to push forward, and if it doesn't work, then I'm going to go back to lay bricks. If not, then I'm going to continue to stream. But I always said that if I have to lay bricks in between, then I'm not going to stream, because then what's the point of spending hours and hours on something that can't make your life go around anyway?
Yeah. So was that last year? Because the doco came out last year, but was the filming of that the year before, or was that all happening in the same year?
It was in November. It started in November 2022, and the last filming is where I'm driving out is in March 2023.
Okay. So you've managed to successfully live stream full time since then.
Yes.
Well, first of all, congratulations. That's amazing, man. I think that's
Thank you.
Incredible. Well done. What's your secret?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's many ways to grow. Like you can take the cheap ways and go for the DJing content and just be a little silly goof, right? make people, let's say, donate for funny sounds or for you to do weird things. But for me, I always want to take the slow approach and then build up a nice community that want to support me.
Sure.
And I think the secret was, as an IRL streamer, you have to travel. Because if you stay at the same spot, I used many years of streaming in Copenhagen. I've seen every single cornerstone in that city, and I've streamed it. So I think the secret is to continue to move. You got to keep moving. If you're not moving, then it's gonna get stale and boring, and people want to see new things all the time.
Yep. Okay. Perfect, man. I mean, I totally agree with you. So what I've done in the last, I guess 3 years ago, I had a van that I was driving around. Like, I'm on the south coast of New South Wales, part of Australia, about 3 hours to the south of Sydney, and pretty, very, very beautiful scenic coastal beaches. And I would drive and take my streams with me and then camp overnight. And when I started doing that, I had this idea of, people always ask about Australia. Like even on my videos, people are asking, Australia, we want to see Australia. And I was like, well, what's the best way to do it? go and edit, a vlog every 4 or 5 days, or just go live and just do it all in the spirit, like in the spur of the moment, and whatever happens, happens. But then what I came, and I want to talk about this with you, but what I came across was a lot of issues with live streaming on 4G, especially in remote locations, distance between cell towers, stream dropping, stream restarting. I was doing it on YouTube at the time. I didn't know about, stream protection, bandwidth protection. I didn't know about live view solos. And so I investigated all that stuff and ended up going down that avenue of a live view solo with two separate. In Australia, we've only got two main carriers, two cell tower carriers. So I bought one of each and have the LRT with live view solo. And I used another program called Go Lightstream for redundancy. If the stream dropped, it would come up with my away card like yours does. So I guess I wanted to ask you about Europe, because do you drop the stream often, or does it stay live without that thing coming up very often? Like what? Here we do it all the time here because we're so far away.
I mean, the thing is, if there's no signal, there's no signal. You can't do any magic about it. You can have 2,000 routers and it doesn't matter, right? So I would say, I would say I probably have some of the best gear you can get, except I don't have like Starlink and stuff like that, but I have 4G antennas on my roof.
Yep.
I run 5 connections at the same time. They both run 4G and 3G, and they join the best provider there is available. But live streaming is not flawless and will never be.
Go back a second.
We're never going to have full coverage.
Did you just say you have 4G antennas on your vehicle?
Yes.
Yeah, rad. Okay. I've done similar, but I just wondered, are these high gain antennas, or are these just regular RV 4G antennas?
They're omnidirectional 4G antennas. I don't know I don't remember if they're high gain, but they it's from a website that does antennas for RVs and naval.
Okay, cool. I see your cable run just going up over your head there. Is that for is that for it, or is that for your camera?
That's this one here.
Yep.
That's my 4G antennas. That is like I drilled a hole in the ceiling and left it, ran it up, so it's outside there. Yeah.
Rad, dude. Yeah, I mean, okay. So the next question I've got is, you're in just a station wagon, right? Like you're not in a van. You're just in and you've been doing that for a while. Have you ever thought about going up to a small RV or a camper van or something, or you don't have any ambition?
The thing is, I bought this vehicle because I wanted to be able to have a bike with me and then sleep. That was the first initial thought. I bought it for 1,500 euros.
Oh shit, that's cheap.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot. It's very cheap. I think, of course, I spent some stuff on her, repairing her. I've had her for 3 years now. And she just got a lot of other stuff made as well, so she can probably drive for 4 or 5, like in total, right? So she's been a cheap vehicle. I have been thinking, and that's probably when I'm done with Sally, which is the name of the vehicle.
Sally.
I will probably upgrade to a minivan or something like that, but it's going to be like a transporter or a Ducato or something like that, because I tell you this, I like to travel in car into the cities, and I don't use public transport, right? So when you want to go into the cities like Barcelona or Rome or other big cities, you will be limited to a height of 2 meters.
Right. Yep.
Because most places where you want to park the car is going to be in an indoor underground parking lot, and you don't want to have a vehicle that is an RV. RVs are prone for theft and burglaries, especially here in Europe, because it's your home and everybody knows it's a home. So I like the stealth van idea. But yes, I have been thinking about upgrading, but there is a limitation to what I want. Like, it would be nice to have a luxury RV with everything included, toilet, kitchen, whatnot. But to be honest with you, I like doing my barbecue. I like pooping in a bucket, and I like taking a shower in the gym. I mean, I don't give a shit about it anymore. So.
Nice. Yeah, so you've made it comfortable, and what you do suits what you need.
Yeah.
Great, fantastic.
I mean,
man.
I sleep very, very well. I mean, I slept with my my girl visited me for two weeks here, and she slept in Sally as well, and she was like, "It's really comfortable in here." And I bought my, I got a mattress which I bought for $20, which I ended up getting for free because some cat slept on it, and I just vacuumed it and washed it and everything and folded it, and I sleep better in that than I do in some hotels. I mean,
and you stream all the time?
10 to 12 hours a day. I don't stream at night where I sleep, because if I do sleep streams, they won't allow me to sleep.
Yeah. You'll keep getting woken up with donations and bugs and
they last time I tried to go to sleep when I did a sleeping stream in Sally was 11:30, and I think I fell asleep at 4:30.
Okay.
That was a long night.
Not safe for the next day's drive either.
No, I was destroyed, man.
Yeah. I saw you in one of the scenes on the doco. You had a LiveView Solo T-shirt on. Is there any kind of endorsement there with LiveView?
I have been beta testing or testing the LiveView Solo since 2018.
Okay.
And I work closely together, and I also sponsored with LiveView. So I have the new LiveView Pro,
right,
with the new SIM cards and the worldwide data, and all of that has been basically given as a test, as a thank you for them. So I've been working with them for a long time. I actually just got a message. I can't disclose too much, but I just got a message, and I'm doing a more public collaboration with them soon, which nobody actually knows until now. So don't tell anyone.
Shit, I won't tell anybody. That's awesome, man. Because that device, I think that's the key to definitely IRL live streaming. I mean, you could use it at home as well if you didn't have good internet at home, but that's the key for sure. IRL streams. I've got my setup in my van, and I've taken inspiration from you, because I noticed that you can easily jump out of the car and then start moving around and then come back into the car and keep going. What I did wrong in my previous van was to have because I had two cameras. I've got a GH5 and a GoPro, and I have a switcher with a picture-in-picture, and people can choose which angle they want to watch, the road or me. And the problem,
I did the same.
Yeah, you've done that, right?
A long time ago, yeah.
So the problem with that for me was that when I got to a location, there'd always be a tear down and then a setup to go from being in the vehicle to being out of the vehicle. And I love what you've done by being able to just take the camera and go. So I'm kind of working on a similar setup, but I've got the receiving end is here. I can't show you the transmitter because it's on top of my camera. I'm not using it right now, but this is, I'm going to mount.
Wireless.
DJI transmission they called, and it's going to be able to send the HDMI signal. It says it's got a 6 kilometer range line of sight, but I don't think, that's not going to be very practical.
There's no trees or anything in the way.
Exactly. So more than likely, if I'm about 1 kilometer away from the vehicle, like at a watering hole or at some kind of scenic location, at least I'll be able to send the data back to the van. And that, in my setup, I'm hoping to have a Starlink connection as well. Hopefully that's the way I'm going to do it anyway. But there's so many ways to do this, but I think that if you can make it easy or as simple as possible, then you'll want to do it more. If it's too tricky, you'll be like, I don't want to have to fuck around with that, I just want to go and stream. Yeah.
I think this is also a recommendation. I feel like a lot of streamers, I was the same. For example, when I was a gaming streamer, I used to be gaming streaming. I was like, I need new overlays. I need a new camera. I need all this, and this will make my stream better, and this will make me grow. And by the end of the day, it's not true.
Yeah.
You can have all the best equipment in the whole wide world, and nobody's going to watch you.
Yeah.
So you spend thousands and thousands and thousands of bucks on just something that's never going to give you anything back. So I think by the end of the day, the most important is keeping it simple and focusing on the content.
Yep, completely agree. What traveling around in Europe in different countries, you said you have 6 different SIM cards. Are you swapping them in and out with each country, or are they roaming? Or?
No. The LiveView SIM cards with the new system they made, they have over 100 countries encoded into them, so they will automatically jump to a new provider in a new country as soon as you cross border.
Right.
And it's in the whole world. It's really cool.
Yeah, even Australia. Do you know if it's happening down here, down under?
It should be working in Australia as well.
Wow, something to think of. I've got the LiveView Solo, but I've seen the Pros and I've been looking into it. But I don't have, as you just said, I don't have the need to upgrade yet because everything works for me.
Yeah.
And the fact that we've only got.
I would say.
Sorry, go ahead.
I would say the SRT is a big game changer, and also that you can run lower bitrate without losing too much
Yeah.
quality. Like with the live view solo, as soon as you go below 1,000, it will start being weird.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I constantly see 6,000 here where I'm streaming around the area, and it seems to be pretty constant with two different providers. I think that works fine for me. With the length of your streams, are you? I know you don't focus too much on the YouTube channel, but does Twitch cap them at like 12 hours like YouTube does, or does Twitch let you go 24 hours or whatever?
I think it's 36 or something, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. And are you affiliated with Twitch then at that point as well? Like, are you a
partner?
Say again.
Partnered.
Right.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about did you look into Kick when Kick launched, or is that not something you're thinking of? Or
the first thing I did was make an account to make sure I had my name.
Good call. Yep.
But besides that, I would say there's things I can't say on Twitch, but I would say that I do multicasting in several platforms. I cannot disclose which one it is, and if you want to find out, you have to search for yourself. But I am going around. Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah. Don't say anything you're not allowed to. That's cool. We can search up ourselves. Do you want to show us your setup around? Do you want to just show us what you've got there in the vehicle?
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I can take this out. This should be. I don't know if I can turn the camera. Can I do that?
On Restream, you can. You should be able to select which camera you're shooting with.
Extra camera, local video. Extra camera. What is that? Okay, that's that's turning it off. You know what? Let me just in the top right corner. Someone is telling me.
Okay.
No, that doesn't work.
If it's too difficult, don't worry. You can just point it from where you are and show us your I don't know, show us your antenna setup. And I'm just a tech geek. I want to see how you've got it set up. You know.
Okay, no worries.
Your power supplies and all that kind of shit.
Mirror? Oh, that's mirror. Oh, here I can. Camera facing front. That changed something, right? Facing back.
There you go. Yeah, I see you've got a lot of donos names all over your car. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, true. So, of course, this is a car. Here we have the antennas. 4G antennas, which is magnets, so they can just be pulled off, basically.
Huh. See, that's cool. Magnet antennas, rad.
Yeah. I parked very close in here, but here's all the country flags of the countries I've been visiting in the car.
Nice.
But yeah, the names is from subscribers, but also here's another 4G antenna, which is mounted in there.
Yep. Cool. Rad.
And then I just have it's a little bit messy because I just had visitor, but this is my streaming backpack. My 4G antenna with the Wi-Fi, and then the other antennas is mounted down here. But basically, I just click this off, and the backpack is loose, and I pull the camera off. It sits right there.
Yep.
This has a click on it, and then I'm free to walk.
Nice.
But in here, it's basically just the new live view, of course, and the power banks.
So you're not running a dual battery from the vehicle. You're running power banks. And how are you charging those?
Yeah. I go to camp stops. Like you have a lot of camp stops around. For example, you can, for 12 euros or 10 euros, you can park at a camping ground or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. And what about legalities of reading a chat while driving? In Australia, they're really, really strict with that, like super strict. When I've done it, I've had text-to-speech in my ears, so I don't have to look at a chat.
I mean, it depends. I feel like it depends on how I do it. Like, I do it like this.
Yeah.
So, as you can see here, this is where my chat will be sitting.
Yep.
That means I'm driving and looking at the car while the chat is here. So it's basically to me like looking at the GPS.
Yeah. Have you ever had any police confrontations or anything? Anyone stopped you?
No, never.
No. Yeah. Okay.
Nothing. whatsoever.
There's a rule in Australia. They call, first of all, they call it like a phone or anything. They call it a VDU, a visual display unit. And the only way you can have one of these in your vehicle is if it's in an approved cradle, and the only time you can touch it is if it's for GPS. Anything else, and they got cameras. They got cameras that can like zoom in on you and see what you're doing on your phone, and you'll get it in the mail without even, you won't even know you've been done until you get the thing in the mail saying, "Here's the photo of you touching your phone at a traffic stop at a red light." So when I first heard about that, I was like, "Well, what's a stream without a chat? We can't stream without a chat." So I made. I don't know if did you ever look at dlive.tv? I don't know if you ever heard of that site.
No. But I did TTS, but I can't stand listening to it.
I was going to say, I got that working so it would read my chat, but it became really, really hard it was harder to concentrate because of the chat, whereas it would have been easier just to have it there in a visual. Yeah.
I mean, can't you just mount it somewhere and then block it so they can't see it?
The thing is, you're streaming it live to the internet, and there are trolls out there that would really want to bring me down. So that I'm sure that they'd report me where I am and what I'm doing. What about that kind of shit? Have you had any gnarly trolling? Anyone chasing you or any of that crap?
I mean, I've had a stalker from Croatia that has been stalking me for like 3 or 4 years, but I have some really good friends on the internet, and I don't know. You know, when you get to figure out where people live and who their parents are and stuff like that, they tend to stop usually.
Wow, that sounds heavy. So you had to go to that extreme to send someone over. I mean,
the guy didn't come back when I traveled through his country. Funny enough, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's not like they're not going to be able to find you. They know exactly where you are with the live stream. So, yeah.
They're more than welcome.
What's your long-term plan then? Like, where do you see this going?
I just want to travel the world. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to settle down in Thailand with 3 wives or if I'm gonna get a family life. I'm turning 33 next month, and right now this is just where I am. I try to live every day. I mean, I don't know if I'm here tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know.
Fair enough.
I think I'm just going to work until my hands turn gray, basically.
Yeah. Ever thought about trip to Australia? You've ever done some research for Australia?
I'm coming. Don't worry. I am coming.
Yeah, nice, nice. I'm sure that'll be fun, man. I'm sure.
Friends. Yeah. I have good friends in Australia, so I would love to go there one day.
Okay, cool. Well, man, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Where are you headed to today? Like, what's your plans for the day?
I heard you say Bulgaria, but I'm already in Romania.
Okay, you've already moved on.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just leaving Bucharest right now, and now I'm going to a little bit north. I don't remember the name of the city.
Yeah.
A little bit more north, and then I'm gonna try going a cable car and see some mountains. And I need to get some breakfast. I haven't eaten. Like I said, I told you I've been up since 4 a.m. and I went back to sleep after I drove the lady to the airport. So I'm a little bit like,
yeah,
up and down today.
Well, I appreciate you jumping on, man, and giving us some of your time. It's I still can't remember how we stumbled upon your stream, but when I saw what you were doing, I was like, cool, this is right up my alley. I want to talk to this guy. Have you seen many other people doing what you're doing, like from a moving vehicle?
I have, but not as much as me, I would say.
Yeah.
Like I've literally traveled all of Europe in my car in the last 2 years.
And streamed it all. It's pretty rad, dude.
I streamed it all, but there is of course other people as well. Like Twitch is massive, right? But the thing is, it becomes like I don't have time to watch anyone. I don't watch any streams, so it's like I don't know if there's a new one. I used to say that the best content out there in the platforms is usually the guy with 1 viewer, because there's always someone doing some cool shit out there, but they don't get the acknowledged for it.
Yep. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go too deep into my streaming history, but a lot of my content just gets sort of, I don't want to use the word shadow banned, but there's no other way to describe it. It just doesn't get the views. But some dude, like, I do a lot of whiskey reviews, and like I put a lot of care and effort into it, and then some guy will just get a bottle of whiskey and down it in one go, and that'll get 1 million views, and it's monetized, and my video gets 400 views. and they promote the sculling of the whiskey, but not the actual reviews. It's
The algorithm is screwed. Yes, I know exactly how you feel.
I've given up with it. I just don't care anymore. I'm 8 years into my YouTube channel, and I just do it for myself. And I've taken a job sort of in the last year or so. I've taken this part-time job where I drive a transport bus up into the airport from this area up to the airport and back, and do that once a day, maybe 3 or 4 days a week. Gives me a bit of extra cash. I go surfing, get this van ready, go out live streaming, just do my own thing. And if YouTube helps me along the way, you know, it does. Every now and then you get a video that does some traction. Yeah.
All we can do is just focus and push forward, you know?
Yeah. Hey, you're Danish, right? As your heritage?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I've been there a couple of times or a few times back in the day.
Okay. You liked it?
Yeah. Had a good time there. In a different life. Yeah. I had
the whiskey life.
Yeah, no. Did some tour photography with a band, and we did a few shows in Copenhagen. I think we did. Is there a place called Pumphouse?
Yeah, Pumphouse. Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah. We played that I think twice or 3 times. Doesn't matter. Long time.
Cool, man.
I know that there is some incredible stuff to be seen in that part of Europe, and it's funny because you're there doing it, and a lot of my viewers would want to do that. I went to New Zealand last year and live streamed a whole bunch of. Was that last year? That's the year before now. 2 years ago, I was in New Zealand just exploring and streaming. And when someone like you does it through Europe, it just gets me G'd up to want to go over there and do it all again, like set up. So you're inspiring, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that. You know, if I wake up one day and I help someone do something different, then my life is complete.
Well, nicely done. You've inspired me, and I'm sure my audience is going to go and check you out as well. So, man, we'll let you go, man. I won't keep you any longer, but travel safe and continue doing it, man.
I will. And it's Gives a Minute is your YouTube channel, right?
That's right. Yeah. This VOD will be up there later
Gives a Minute on YouTube. I would appreciate it. A little shout out there, man.
Hey, thanks,
from my
man.
brother from Australia.
I didn't even mention that you have a stream going as well. Hello to SoWeQ's stream. I didn't say anything to your chat, but my chat
right here.
Yeah. Fuck, I forgot. All right, cool, man. Chats unite each other. Everybody in each chat go and say hello to each other, and bring Australia to Europe and Europe to Australia. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, dude. Take care, man.
Take care. Have a wonderful day, not night, I guess it is.
Nighttime now, yeah. Saturday night. Yeah.
All right.
We'll talk again sometime, man.
Give me a message. I'm here.
All right. Later, man.
Bye-bye.
There you go, folks. That's cool. I mean, do you know what? You know what's cool about that? That we've been talking about this for so long, and I've been setting up my van and doing my thing, and then you just happen to get a glimpse of someone else doing it, and it's like, this is what it could be. This is what it can be like. If you put enough, if you want to put enough time and effort into it, you can bring an audience live to really cool locations. He's doing it. He's been doing it for so long. Like, go and check out the Twitch channel. Do the YouTube too, but he's obviously focused on Twitch. So go and follow him where he wants, the main support, and just check the content out. Like, I got to say, like, I'm my own worst enemy in the sense that I forgot to ask him about what he uses for stream redundancy. Damn it. That was the one thing I wanted to ask too. Damn it. He's not still, fuck. I guess I can just DM him, but and by the way, if you're watching this after the fact, SoWeQ, what do you use for failover, for failsafe? That's like the main thing I wanted to ask him too, because the problem is I'm using Go Lightstream, but I'm paying for that service, and I think it's like $600 a year, and the only reason that I pay for it is because it's the only one I know that when your bandwidth drops too low, instead of stopping the stream and starting a new one, it brings up, in my case, who took all the 4G. He's still live. I mean, I I could, you know what I can do? I'll just ask him in his chat. That's a great idea. I'll go. He's not live on my channel, but I'll go over to the Twitch channel. You guys can come with me. Just give me a second to do this. Kills me. Hey KB, thanks for the follow. And Jen, thanks for letting me know that in the chat. I can't believe I didn't ask him. That's like priority number 1 was to do that. Let me just ask him in the Twitch chat. Oh, come on. I'll bring you guys with me. Where's Twitch? Hold on a second. Okay, so if we go over here.
I forgot I had to poop.
I forgot I had to poop. Perfect timing. I'll ask him here.
Okay. So actually car streaming since when? Oh man, for a long time, but I started this road trip last year in March. Hey Cobain.
I've not signed in? Are you serious? Hang on a second. Why aren't I signed in? Let me just sign in here. Let me just sign in here. I don't know why I'm not signed in. So I just do it off screen. Gives a minute. Log in. Okay, I'm signed in.
Why? What? I don't drive to the monastery. It smells good. It smells really good. I feel like it's a nice spot. It is Lila. Hey Masker. We are alone. Yeah, it was not very kind of you to say all that stuff while Ida was here, but I understand. Thanks again for that. Gives a minute. Good to see you, buddy. My pleasure. I hope your day and night is amazing. Was Ida complaining about the smell? No. I used to buy those figurines in my car. Let's go.
Okay. I just asked him on Twitch. What are you using for stream fallover?
Turn me away? Snail. That'll be cute.
Now we're going to get dinged for this audio.
What do you use for stream fallover? I use no laps, no ALBS, and I use SRT servers from Rational IRL.
No
so
laps.
My live view that streams to the SRT, that streams to my computer at home, and then I have a no laps that can take control when the signal dies from the live view.
Oh, I got to pause that. He's playing commercial music, and YouTube's gonna spit the dummy on me. So okay.
Hey, Ayana, good to see you. How long I drive it?
Okay, I understand now. Kills me that I didn't ask you.
We should make a SoWeQ one.
Ask you on this chat, on the stream.
I try, Lila. I hope that makes sense, but no laps, no ALBS actually. I think it's called NOALBS.
NOALBS.
I know.
LBS, no laps. No laps?
No worries, bro.
Low bitrate streets.
Feel so alive.
Yeah, okay. So if I could just
Just a minute, there's a guy we just had a talk with on YouTube chat. Go give him a follow. Did he ask how much time you spend on eating and pooping daily? No? I don't think any regular person would ask that question, Trippy. That's all on you, my man.
okay, so I can't.
Bless your
He's got music cranked up, so I can't really engage in his chat with the commercial music playing. But okay, so what he said was he uses no laps, and what this is, it's a plugin for OBS. So the way he does it is he streams his stream through SRT on the LiveView Pro. He's got the new one, the LiveView Pro. That signal goes back to his home computer. So he has a home base, like what I have here with OBS running. And he runs OBS in conjunction with this plugin called NoLapse, which detects low bit rate and then throws this up over the top. So in effect, what he's got going is a service, if you like, a service that he set up at his home to send his stream to then send it out. So I don't do it that way, mainly because I don't want to have my laptop running here at home when I'm out streaming IRL. So in that regard, I'm going to keep my setup the way I've got it. Essentially, it's the same thing, but I'm just paying a service to do the same thing. Yeah, but it's intriguing that there's different ways to do the same thing. And I had tried to do that OBS way, and what I found was happening was when shit went south, I needed to log on using my phone. I had to use like Microsoft TeamViewer. To remotely access my Mac desktop while I was on location, and then my desktop would come up here, and I have to like pinch the zoom, and there was latency and lag, and it was just all the wrong things were happening at the same time. It was just annoying. But hey, for those that are joining me from SoWeQ's streams, if you're watching this after the fact, or even if you're here live, I believe Jan, you're here from those streams. Most of my live streaming is on Kick. I don't want to take you off platform, but if you do see me go live and you see it on Twitch, it's because I am restreaming to Twitch, but the focus that I have is on Kick. So yeah, just a heads up. If you want to catch my content and you're in my chats on Twitch or whatever, I restream everywhere. I'm restreaming to Facebook, DLive, Twitch, Twitter, Trovo, FC2, Vaughan Live, Africa TV. I live stream everywhere, but if you are watching me outside of, Kick or YouTube, I might not see it. So, and I was also going to ask the chat if they had any questions for him. Man, I got so carried away with the tech and just seeing how he's done his. I was like, this is cool, man. I mean, I'm literally out there today installing Mast. I'll show you what I got. Let me get this. We talked all about this on my stream. We need to get, I think it was Dale that said, or no, it was from Ross said, you've got to get this thing higher above, so your receiver needs to be higher than your transmitter. And the way to do that on a vehicle is to get some kind of mast, something that you could, let's say, screw the receiver into, like this. I don't know. That seems to work pretty well, but that's not very long. Or is it? Extension. 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 You get the vibe here. That's extended. That's touching my lamp. So you get the idea of how long this is. This is going to go on top of GoVan. How do you do that again? Oh yeah, it's just these. So what I was doing today was running an HDMI cable, because this device, I'll work out how that works. Oh yeah, that's right. This device takes HDMI out, and it needs its own power. It has a battery, but I'm not going to be plugging a battery into that. I'm going to be plugging mains power. And so I was running the cable run from my switcher in the van up this pole as long as it needs to be, because this isn't going to be a permanent thing. This is just for when we stop driving. And then I've got to work out how to mount this into a right-angled antenna mount, but that's coming next. But so I've been out there working on that today, and then when I come and see, just his setup is a bit more. I mean, it's a little bit more fly by night, but it works. Look at it. Look at him. I won't play his music, but look, it's pretty good, hey? Like, it's a clean stream. That's a clean feed. Mind you, like I said, in Europe, the 4G is way, way, way better. Way better. Anyway, folks, that's all I have for you today on the stream. Tomorrow, I got a little something for you. Tomorrow's the 14th of April. That is my anniversary of joining and streaming on DLive. So even though I don't stream on DLive anymore, and I know I'm there right now restreaming, even though I don't focus my time on DLive, I want to celebrate. So I've got a little stream for you tomorrow on DLive, Blast from the Past. If you want to join me on DLive, it'll be at the regular time that I usually stream on DLive tomorrow. That's 3 p.m. Australian Eastern. I'll be live on DLive, and it's going to be a DLive only stream. So if you're trying to catch that here on YouTube or anywhere else, it'll only be on DLive. So I'd love to see you on dlive.tv/givesaminute tomorrow for a blast from the past. And Net TV, Jan, Shyla, David, Flowski, see you later. Good timing.